It's not single element. I should get certain range. So if I want from first to third element, what will I do? I'll take only, should I take one? First to third element kavalante, what is my range? Tell me. 0 colon 4. Okay. Is 0 required? So you can just avoid it. Okay. So this is how I can get part of my tuple. So if I print it, so I'll get the tuple from this to this. But then 0 is to 4 ichchanu. Okay. So I'm getting from 0, 1, 2 and 3. But నేను అడిగింది ఏంటి మిమ్మల్ని? I want first 3 elements అని. అదే కదా నేను అడిగా. బట్ నాకు 4 elements వస్తున్నాయి. సో మీరేమనుకున్నారు? 3 elements అడిగారు కాబట్టి ఒక ఇండెక్స్ పెంచేసి 4 చెప్దామని మీరు అనుకున్నారు. బట్ the index itself is starting from 0, no? So if you take 3, it is enough. It will go from 0 to 2. You'll get 3. Okay. Chinna logics. ఆలోచించేటప్పుడు మనం, so this only will make big mistakes for us. Okay. Now I got the first 3 elements. Clear? So like this, we can even slice from my tuple. I can access the elements in my tuple. Also, here, as I told, my tuple is immutable, no? So what I can do, I have some inbuilt functions on my tuple, just like list. Okay, some inbuilt functions are there on my tuple. So what are those inbuilt functions is, I can sum the elements of my tuple, or find the maximum of the elements, or can find minimum of the elements, or sort my tuple. All these things can be done. I can't change the elements, but నాకు ఉన్న ఎలిమెంట్స్ తో నేను ఏమైనా చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా. So let me take one new tuple, some numbers or something like this. Okay, or let's just not take some values like that, or okay, num tuple. Okay, this is the numbers tuple. So in this tuple, what am I having? Some 23, 56, 2, 14, 68, anything. Okay. ఎందుకు నేను ఓన్లీ నంబర్స్ తీసుకున్నానండి? బికాస్ when we are performing maximum minimum, we can't compare between a string and a numeric data type. Okay, you can compare two numbers, you can compare strings, but that assign, what is that, comparison operator cannot work between two different data types. You must remember, comparison operator same data types madlo work avutundi కానీ different data types lo work avvadu. So I'm taking the numbers list. So what are all the operations we have seen till now? I can do maximum of this. Okay, how will I find the maximum? Dot max. Okay, or for minimum, what can I do? Dot min. Okay, first let's execute this and see. Am I getting it? All right. This is not a function. Okay. So ఇది ఎలా అప్లై చేయాలి అంటే, it should start from max of. Right. This is how we have to use. So ఆ చేంజెస్ ఉంటాయండి, సింటాక్టికల్ చేంజెస్ వన్ మస్ట్ నో. ఇప్పటిదాకా మనం ఇంతకుముందు చేసినవన్నీ డాట్ స్ప్లిట్, డాట్ జాయిన్, దట్ ఈస్ హౌ వీ హ్యావ్ డన్, నో? డాట్ లోవర్, డాట్ అప్పర్. Okay, but here you should use max of that function because this is a predefined function. Okay, ఈ max అనేది even you can use on lists also. Okay, so I'm finding max of my tuple. So now if I run this, you will get the maximum element. Fine. And the same way, I can also get the minimum element. Let me just copy paste it. So I can also get the minimum element. And what's the other thing? I can also get the sum of the elements. Okay. And ఇంకేం చేయొచ్చండి మన దగ్గర నెంబర్స్ ఉంటాయి. What can we do? So I have got max element, min, this is min element, this is sum of all the elements. Okay, I can sort the elements, no? So sorting చేసేటప్పుడు if I say print, okay, sorted of my tuple, or I am taking a different tuple now, so it is num tuple. Okay, I can do this. This sorted function is similar to the one we have used in list. Okay, the same way here also we can use. So sort ki sorted ki difference గుర్తుంది కదా మీకు? What is it?
సార్టెడ్ లిస్ట్ ఒక కొత్త లిస్ట్ ని రిటర్న్ చేస్తారు మ్యామ్.
సో సార్ట్ అనేది యాక్చువల్ లిస్ట్ నే చేంజ్ చేసేస్తుంది. The original list itself will get changed, but sorted, it will return me a new list. My actual list doesn't get affected. It will return me a new list. That's why sorted function is slow when compared to sort. So here I'm using sorted, so I'll run this. So here you can see I have got a sort, but a type వచ్చింది చూడండి. It is a no. The data type I'm asking. What is the data type here?
లిస్ట్
It is not a tuple. Sorted function will always return a list. It's not a tuple. If I want to convert it into a tuple, I should do tuple of. If I do this, my list will get converted to tuple. Okay, so if I run this, now I have got it in the form of a tuple. So you should know in what format it is returning also. Just sorted apply chesam నాకు వచ్చేసింది కదా అని చెప్పి if you think it is a tuple, it is not. Sorted will always return me a list. Okay, so this is how you can sort a tuple. Okay, so there is one more concept called packing and unpacking. Okay, so we'll see what is packing and what is unpacking. Packing a tuple and unpacking a tuple. సో మామూలుగా ప్యాకింగ్ అంటే ఏంటండి? జనరల్ టర్మ్స్ లో చెప్పండి, ప్యాకింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి? So you are putting things together. That is what packing is. Putting together inside some bag or whatever it is, inside some container. That is how you say packing. The same way, if I have a list of elements or some separate elements అన్ని పడిపోయి ఎక్కడెక్కడో ఉన్నాయి, I want them together inside one tuple. Okay, so how I can do is directly say maybe packed tuple is equals to give all the elements as a space separated values. Okay, some 2, 4, 36. Comma separated values. Okay, and some you can also give orange. Okay, now if I print this, see what happens. See, they got together inside a tuple. They have become a single tuple. సో మామూలుగా ఏంటండి, ఇప్పుడు నేను ప్యాకెట్ టపుల్ అని పేరు ఇచ్చినంత మాత్రం నాకు టపుల్ అయిపోవాలని ఏం లేదు కదా. దట్ ఈస్ జనరల్ నేమ్. నో, ఇన్ దిస్ ప్లేస్ ఐ కుడ్ హ్యావ్ గివెన్ ఎనీథింగ్, నాట్ ఓన్లీ ప్యాక్ టపుల్. ఎక్స్ ఇవ్వచ్చు, వై ఇవ్వచ్చు. బట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ డూ వెన్ యూ గివ్ మల్టిపుల్ వాల్యూస్ టు అ సింగిల్ వేరియబుల్, నో, ఇట్ విల్ గెట్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ప్యాక్డ్ ఇన్సైడ్ అ టపుల్. ఇక్కడ నేను టపుల్ ఇచ్చానని అది టపుల్ అవ్వలేదు. ఓకేనా? ఇట్స్ ద నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇంటర్ప్రిటర్ దట్ if you give multiple values to a single variable, it will get me an iterable that is a tuple. అది లిస్ట్ లోకి ఇవ్వదు, సెట్ లోకి ఇవ్వదు, డిక్షనరీలోకి ఇవ్వదు. It will give me a tuple only. It could have taken in set also or list also. Even those are the collection of items only, no? But the interpreter's nature is if we give multiple values to a single variable, it will give me a tuple. Okay, this is called packing. So what is unpacking now? So I have unpacked. Okay. ఓకే. అన్‌పాకింగ్ అంటే ఏంటంటే బ్యాగ్ నుంచి తీసి మళ్ళీ బయటేసేయడం. సో బయటేసినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ అన్ని వేరువేరుగా అయిపోవాలి. సో వేరువేరు అయిపోయినప్పుడు ఏంటి? ప్రతి ఒక్క దానికి వేరువేరు పేర్లు ఉండాలి కదా! ఒక పేరుతో అవన్నీ పిలవం కదా! ఇప్పుడు ఒక బ్యాగ్‌లో అన్ని ఉంటే వి కాల్ ఇట్ ఎ లగేజ్. But when items come out of the luggage, we call each item with a specific name. The same way, now I'm putting all my items inside a tuple, it's called a tuple. But once each item comes out of the tuple, it will become a separate variable. So each should have a name to it. So ఇక్కడ నాకు ఎన్ని variables ఉన్నాయి? 4 కదా. So what I'll do, I'll take 4 different variables like A, B, C, T. Take whatever names you want. This I will equate to packed tuple because my packed tuple is my entire tuple now. I'm unpacking it. So if I do this and now I will print all the values. So how will I print? I can just use this F literal and I'll just use them. Okay, this is the most easiest way to print. No, every time I don't need to use plus operator to concatenate and all. So inside this I'll give A, B, C, D. Right? So let's just run. So what happened? I have got all the items as space separated values. So this is what unpacking means. Just like the packing of luggage and removing the items. So if you put all the items together in a bag, it's called a luggage. The same way, if you put all items together, it's called a tuple. If you remove each item from the bag, one is called book, one is called shoe, one is called a hairband, one is called a comb. Everything has an individual name for it. The same way I'm giving the names as A, B, C, D. Now I have printed them. So this is called packing and unpacking. It is possible in tuples only. Because the interpreter by default will pack the values, if you give multiple values to a single variable, into a tuple only. Clear? Okay. So I can't change the items in the tuple. I can add to the tuple, no? Right? So how will I add? Suppose, let me take num tuple only now. Okay. I'll just write it here again. Just for the sake of visibility purpose, I'm writing it. So this is a num tup. Okay. To this, I want to add some value. So I can directly say dot add. Is it there or not? ఉంది అంటే నాకు ఇక్కడ వచ్చేస్తుంది కదా డైరెక్ట్ గా. So we don't have any add or remove because it is immutable. Okay, you can't do all those operations. So what I'll do is I can just find number of elements by using len. That is the common function we can use on any iterable. For list, for string, for tuple, for set, for dictionary, whatever it is. Len is a common thing. Okay. And the second we can do with this is, if I have certain element and I want to find it, how many times I have that element in it. So I can use a function called count. If suppose in this, I have 2 again and 23 again for suppose. Okay. So if I say print of num underscore tuple dot count of 23. Okay, it will give me how many times 23 is present in my tuple. Okay, see the difference here. I am doing dot count because this is the function that is being applied on it. Okay, I'm not actually performing any operation on it. If I'm performing some operation, no, that means like sum or max, min, I'm playing with the numbers inside it. Then you should use max off, min off. Okay, here I'm not doing anything. I'm just counting. I'm just visiting them, looking at them. Okay, so I'll use dot count. The same way, if suppose I know certain number, I want to know its index. Okay, then I'll use index function. So print num dot, so index of certain number, maybe say, what are the numbers we have? 68. So I want for 68 where it is present. So it will give me index of that number. So it has given me 4. Okay, this is how we can see where the index, where the number is, or how many times the number is. Clear? So are you accessing the LMS pages? మీరు LMS ని చూసి మీ మెటీరియల్స్ చూస్తున్నారా అండి? ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నారా అందరూ? So if you open, here you can find inside the material, let me just show you. So there are certain examples, certain exercises inside it. So if you go for tuples one, this is a tuples, no? So beneath this at the end, here you have practice exercise. So after going back, please look over them and practice those questions, whatever those that are present. Okay. సో అప్పుడు మీకు మొత్తం కాన్సెప్ట్ మీద చూడండి అన్ని క్లియర్ గా ఇచ్చారు. సో టపుల్ క్రియేషన్ ఇచ్చారు బై యూజింగ్ స్ట్రింగ్ ఇంటిజర్ ఫ్లోట్ అండ్ దే ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్ యూ టు ప్రింట్ ఈచ్ ఎలిమెంట్. Okay, in this example you will see how you can declare a tuple, initialize it, access the elements of a tuple, iterate through the tuple. All will come in a single one. Okay, in this pack the values and unpack the values. You have seen already, just now I have told how you can pack. So they have told you 10, 20, 30 anedani pack cheyandi, at the same time unpack cheyandi. Okay, and also tuple operations. What are the operations? Maximum, minimum, sum, all this we have seen. They're asking you to perform them. Also, they have asked you to perform the methods. What is that? Index, and you can also find count. This last one, dictionary, this part I'll tell you when dictionaries is discussed with you. Okay, I told from list comprehension also we can make a dictionary. From tuples also we can make a dictionary. That is done by using the property of a tuple, that is tuple is hashable. So it is a property. We'll say no, tuple is immutable, tuple is a collection of items, tuple is ordered. Alaga tuple is hashable, we'll say. Hashable means we can use the tuple as a key inside a dictionary. If I say this sentence, do you understand? మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? కీగా యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు డిక్షనరీలో అని చెప్తున్నాను. బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ కీ? హౌ విల్ వి క్రియేట్ అ డిక్షనరీ? దిస్ అండ్ ఆల్ యూ విల్ నో వెన్ యూ గెట్ ఇన్ టు డిక్షనరీస్ టాపిక్. సో బేసిక్ ఆన్ అ లో లెవెల్ వీ నో దట్ డిక్షనరీ ఈజ్ అ కాంబినేషన్ ఆఫ్ కీ వాల్యూ పేర్స్. కీ అండ్ వాల్యూగా డిక్షనరీలో ఐటమ్స్ ఉంటాయి, కానీ అవి ఎలా ఉంటాయి, ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి అది మీరు డిక్షనరీస్ వెళ్ళినప్పుడే తెలుస్తుంది. దాట్ టైమ్ ఐ విల్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ యూ టు how a tuple is hashable and how it can be used as a key inside a dictionary. Okay, it's not like don't think ఇప్పుడు వదిలేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి ఇంకా మ్యామ్ మళ్ళీ చెప్పరు అయిపోయింది అని కాదు. Everything is connectivity is there for everything. So I'll tell you when the topic comes. Okay, fine. So with this we are done with tuples. Tuples ఎందుకు simple అంటే it is immutable. We can't do any other thing on tuple. Can't add, you can't delete. All these things are not possible. Okay, in next class we will see sets and the other things. Clear? Is it clear, Mehtaj?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So give me a moment, I will take your attendance.